I met with a seller recently and I just had to ask them, what made you choose the real estate agent you chose to list your home? And what I learned from them was very interesting, which is exactly why today we are talking about collateral material and how it can help set you apart from your competition. I'm Shayna Armstrong, team leader of Keller Williams Success Realty here in the beautiful Panama City Beach. Thank you for tuning into our Do the Work, a real estate growth series. And like I said, we're here to talk about collateral material today. But if you've never seen any of my videos before and don't know, my contact information is below. I'm happy to share some of the resources I talk about and help you grow your real estate business through our playbooks and any other resources that we can provide. So like I said, we're talking about collateral material today, and this is either the digital or physical information that you can give to a potential client to show them your uniqueness or what sets you apart from your competition. So let's get into it. Here's what I learned from the seller. The seller interviewed 3 real estate agents prior to listing their home. And this is normal, right? People interview multiple people when they want to list their home. Now, real estate agent number 1 came by and they were nice enough. A simple meet and greet, got to introduce themselves and preview the home. Real estate agent number 2 took it a step further and they also brought comps with them. So simple meet and greet, introduction, and comps. Now, when we say comps, we're talking about comparative market analysis to similar homes so that they can have a pricing conversation of what they could potentially list this home at. Now, real estate agent number 3 is the one that actually won the listing in this scenario, and they brought a listing presentation with them. This is a form of collateral material that all professional real estate agents should be using in their business to help win over the client. Now, you use this material to help show your uniqueness, your marketing strategy, what you're going to do to actually get this home sold, and you can include your comps in there as well. This is how to set yourself apart as the professional in the industry. And to give you a tip, this is also a great chance for you to set standards with your potential client so that you can discuss how often are we going to talk to each other? What's our form of communication? When are we going to price drop? What's your expectation of me? And here's my expectation of you. Now we can take this further as in pre-listing packets, buyer presentation, and listing presentation. There are so many things you can do with your collateral material. We just talked about the listing presentation as collateral material, but just as important is a buyer presentation. As you're having a consultation with your potential buyer, this is where you can bring your buyer presentation and sit down with them and go deeper into your questions to figure out the real root of what they're looking for. Who's ever heard, I want to buy a house, but it takes so long, I've got to see 60 homes. This is what we're trying to avoid, making it an easier process for the real estate agent and for the buyer. When you get to have a buyer consultation and use a professional presentation, again, setting yourself apart from your competition, you can really dive deep into what they're looking for and why that's important to them and help mark homes off the list because you know it's not really important to them. It's not really their dream home. Now, what's really great about this buyer presentation collateral material, whether it's digital or physical, it's something the buyer keeps with them. So let's say it's 8 o'clock at night and you've just finished the home inspection period with your buyer. They may want to resort back to that collateral material and review it to see, okay, this is what we discussed as our next step in the process, and this is what we're moving to next. This helps alleviate a lot of the communication between the agent and the client because they've already set the expectations up front and the phases up front of what's going to happen. If you've never used a pre-listing packet before, this is another great tool and collateral material tool that you should use to help you with your consultations with sellers. So let's say that you know that you're going to have an appointment with a potential seller in a day or 2 days, etc. Dropping by and giving them a pre-listing packet, collateral material, is a great way to shorten your appointment and to give them information beforehand so that they know the questions to ask during the appointment. So my pre-listing packet could show my marketing plan up front. It could show what my branding looks like and what I typically do as far as marketing goes for my sellers, and a little bit of information about me as a real estate agent, right? If I give this to them up front and ahead of time, now when I get to the actual appointment and I have my listing presentation, the seller has already reviewed some of my material and they already know what questions to ask me, and they've already gotten to know me a little bit as an agent to see if they want to work with me. It's built our relationship so they know, like, and trust me a little bit more prior to the listing appointment. All these things that we've talked about today as collateral material are just things that can help you win over the client as you're building a relationship with them to help them choose you as your realtor. And these are not the only things that you can use for collateral material. In my head, I'm thinking of, if I'm having an open house, I may bring collateral material to show a local buyer's guide for the area. Maybe I'll bring a, buyer packet of different things going on in the area and different neighborhoods to show. That's just some kind of material that I'm giving to someone in the hopes of doing business with them to set me apart and to show my professionalism in the industry. I hope this information about collateral material has helped you and you're prepared to get out there and start making material to help you win the client. If you are with Keller Williams like myself, this is all in the Designs tab in Command. So if on my Command website, I click on Designs, there are pre-made templates for all of this. So you just gotta put your face in it and your name in it and change up the bio, but there is a pre-made section for all of this for you to help set you apart. And you need to utilize it because this is going to take you just a few minutes to go ahead and set up. If you're me, you're going to use ChatGPT for some of it to make it sound professional and even better and no typos, right? But use these tools to help set you apart from your competition and make it ahead of time. That way you don't have a seller to meet with in 2 days and none of it's pre-made. The bio can already be pre-made. The about you, your marketing checklist, what you typically do is something that can be pre-made. You can just edit the comps and edit it towards the actual listing, and that'll save you so much time by pre-making most of this. Thanks for tuning in to talk about collateral material. Like I said, my information is below. If you have any questions or need any resources, I'm here to help, and I hope that this has helped you decide what collateral material you want to start making.